Last year, I released my first Unreal Engine plugin. I was rushing to do everything on time because I wanted to release it just before the Black Friday. And I didn't get much feedback. But I started using it myself, and it turned out it had a major flaw, and I shouldn't have released it in such state. This is a thing we have to fix, so I'll show you what I mean, and we are going to fix it together. We have two different assets. They have some metadata and they share some of the metadata keys, but they use different values. We have some mascot SPP file path as a metadata value, and in another case, with the same key, we have the chair SPP file. Let's say I selected both assets and I edit them and change some value that is completely not related to that SPP file paths. Then apply changes, hit append, and here goes the problem. We have overridden more than just the edited value. If we open the metadata editor or the viewer, we'll notice that the chair file has got a key that was overridden, and the value leads to file from the mascot. That's the big issue. So what's going on? This is a very naive function that applies all the changes that are visible in the editor instead of only changes the user did. And the documentation says so. But the thing is, if you want to add a new value to, let's say, 100 assets, you don't care what the documentation says. You either can do it with the tool or not. And if you can't, it's useless for you. Why is there even a feature that lets you apply changes to all of assets if they are gonna break, right? This is counterproductive. So we had to fix it. First, I'm gonna just rename existing buttons so I don't get confused myself, but I'm not removing the feature yet. Maybe we want the buttons working as they used before. We'll see about that later. And after that's done, let's think about the fix. The editor should know what we did, but it doesn't have to track each change manually. Of course, we can try to track it and update some array of edited changes live, like new key, modified key, and so on. But we also have undo feature, we have redo, and I think it would get too complex. We can make it simpler, way simpler. We just have the list of current keys, and that's what the editor sees, and we can grab values that are currently set on the main asset that is displayed in the editor, and then just compare those and see which were unchanged, added, removed, or modified. And once we have it, we can create a feature, and let's think about the name. Smart Apply. Smart Apply is good for marketing, it's catchy. So I called it Smart Apply. Let's recompile it and test it on few assets. I will add a new key, remove one, and edit one, and they are named in so descriptive way that there is no chance that we're gonna mistake. Now hit Smart Apply and it's looking correct. So now it's the last polish. Let's fix the button style so it matches the apply button in the main window, and let's remove the old append feature because it's broken and we no longer need it. We already have a clear and override function. We have smart apply function. I think there is no need for the third one. It would only confuse the user. So once this is done, I'm gonna spend some time testing. That includes running more than a single window at a time, doing some changes, closing that window, trying if undo and redo still work. Maybe there's gonna be a crash. Of course, compiling for different engine versions, running through fab build system, and finally, the release. And if you already had Metadata Tags Editor, I released this update a few days ago as a version 1.1.0, and it is available both on Fab and Gumroad marketplaces. You can get it, it costs around $10, and if you stick around on the channel, I sometimes give promo codes. See you, and I hope you like the update.